So, hi, I'm Q from QAnon. QAnon is a above top secret operation. It's a sting on corruption within the criminal justice system, mental health care system. They're barbaric. They are not looking to solve mental illness. They're looking to create customers. They actually cause mental illness. The doctors I study, the way I found out about QAnon and synchronicity was from a famous psychologist named Dr. Carl Gustav Jung. So Jung, Welcome to the Jungle, Guns N' Roses, Gloria, Doors. My grandmother-in-law lived on Gun Road, Gunna, Elon Musk, and Rose is my granddaughter's middle name. Nazareth, Rose and Heather. So I've contacted everywhere. JFK Jr. posted everywhere when he tagged me to his Facebook page. May 2020. So I've contacted. It's a police sting. It's a cosmic. I'm a space cop, special agent also, a non-terrestrial special agent. It's a police sting on the police, on internal affairs, on the Fraternal Order of Police. It's an illegitimate organization. You're in a simulation. Who was the first person to stand up and said that they had authority over another person, especially me, in my own simulation? You would laugh at somebody that would do that now. So it was King George who gave that right to Sir Robert Peel. I'm being slandered, and even the news is in on it. I'm going to bankrupt fake news. You made fun of QAnon, slandering them. I hope you had a really good time. But it's over now. It's now you're going to have to answer for your ignorance. You can't plead ignorance anymore. It's fucking obvious that I'm Q from QAnon. So, I contacted Greg Hallett, the usurper of Christ, who says that he's the legitimate heir to the throne. I contacted NSA, FBI, CIA, Pentagon, Department of Homeland Security. I'm a national treasure. Department of Defense, Edward Snowden, Julian Assange. I contacted Belmarsh Prison. I wanted somebody to. Who are you? Like, even the good guys are captured, and you would have never heard of Edward Snowden if it was legit. Snow Informer? You'd have never heard of him. I love whatever it takes. Imagine Dragons. I love Edward Snowden and Julian Assange. I love people who fought, but the fact that they're not even. Why aren't they answering me? Like, I called Vladimir Putin. Sent him messages. The royal family, the Vatican, Fraternal Order Police, Internal Affairs, Interpol. I contacted the bar, grievance committee, attorney grievance committee, the judiciary grievance committee. It's all a sham to give you the illusion that you have civil rights. You do not. You do not have the freedom of speech. Try to talk about QAnon or simulation theory. Even your family, it's spiritual warfare. Even the dumbasses in your family will attack you. They'll disown you over this. It triggers them because they're like an alarm going off when you're really, really asleep and you're just like swatting at it. Well, that could be because they're soulless, and maybe it just takes a little bit more coaching. But then I think that there's some that are just non-player characters that are just here. They're the gatekeepers of the Matrix. It's how you play the game. It's good and evil, dark and light, the yin and yang. It's plain to see it's a ruthless conspiracy against QAnon. I've been held as 2 years as incompetent in 2 different counties. 7 competency tests. I teach competency. Competency is the basic mechanics of a trial. I've already done this. I'm talking about issue memorandum. A challenge for cause. So a challenge for cause is a procedure to remove a juror, and at issue memorandum is it's a document that states that everyone in the lawsuit has been notified, that they dispute one or more facts, and how long they'll need for the trial. I'm talking about the preponderance of evidence, clear and convincing evidence, circumstantial evidence. And they're putting me in the ward over and over again. They tried to do it 3 times. Each competency test, when they send you to the ward, is an automatic 6 months. Most of the time, you're waiting in jail, just waiting to go to the ward. They don't do any kind of competency, and they don't even give you the paper to study. It's 1 sheet of fucking paper. I learned it all in Spanish in 1 day, and a quarter of it Creole. So Steely Dan, my old school, I had to contact my old school, the Hereford Bulls, Bull and the Heather. I had to contact the principal, just to tell him what's happening to one of the graduates from his school. What does that say about your school? You graduated. I graduated from that school. Do people just become incompetent? They just... So, I can't remember guilty and not guilty? What, did I forget how to read and fucking write? You're beyond fucked. So, I contacted Fox News, WBOC, WJZ, Baltimore Sun, here comes the sun. MSNBC, ABC, Rolling Stones, New York Times, New York Post, Mayor of Snow Hill, Sheriff of Snow Hill, Mayor of Ocean City, the Ocean City Police Department, several officers. I've called 911 several times. They've been targeting me in Ocean City since 2023. So it's almost 3 years that just Worcester County has been targeting me. And then the other 3 years since I was confirmed Q, Harford County did it. Exact same script. Amazing. Call me fucking incompetent? You better make sure that this woman doesn't have a really high IQ. You can't cover this up. How fucking dare you? I'll make you cry like a bitch. That's why nobody's coming. They're scared of me. Because of what they've done to me. They've either done it or they sat there and watched it happen. If you're a participant, then you're a co-conspirator. There's a new sheriff in town. I'm in charge. I'm the fucking boss. I'm your leader. Nicki Minaj? Suck a big dick. Dick was my mom's boyfriend. Teddy was his dog. His real name was Elson, so you take the S out. It's Elon. And Ted is my rocket scientist stepfather. Elon Musk is wearing the Punisher in an AI video. I think Elon Musk is AI. In an AI video, dancing to Staying Alive with RFK, not the one with just Trump. The one with RFK and the little peanut. The incompetent Professor D's nuts. Q's nuts. Quinn. The mighty Quinn. I sent the Ocean City Police Department. Q's nuts. I sent, Officer, Mayor Rick Meehan, I sent him Q merchandise that I bought a few blocks away from City Hall. They also sell the QAnon Punisher in the cop store with the rebel flag. I sent him flowers, $150 roses, Rose and Heather. I sent, and then when he didn't answer me, I sent him a fucking butt plug from Adam and Eve. The Eye of the Dragon. I sent, when I was in jail, when I first got to jail, I was like, okay, so this is a big misunderstanding. Once these people talk to me, they're going to be like, oh my God, we have to get her out of here. This is a huge lawsuit. Anybody who can't see that this was a lawsuit is a huge liability to the insurance company. Assistant Warden Drummond, what you talk about, Willis? My God! I threatened to sue her the first time, so me even being sent back to that ward was a conflict of interest because they retaliated against me. Denial of grievances, the 502 form. Then she stopped responding. She stopped responding to the grievances. All she does is gaslights the grievances. She's never going to agree with a prisoner. I called Internal Affairs. Internal Affairs gave me the number. I was in the ward. I was like, I'm calling Internal Affairs. I'm done. I called every single number in the ward and reported it. Every number that you could report a grievance to, I did it. And Internal Affairs told me to call, and they gave me the number. And it ends up being the ward. The jail. And I'm talking to Drummond, and I'm like, yeah, Internal Affairs gave me this number. I have to report Assistant Warren Drummond. Miss Smith, this is Assistant Warren Drummond, and you're not allowed to call here anymore. If you call here again, I'm going to charge you with harassment. Wait a minute! I didn't even know I was calling the jail. Internal Affairs told me to call. You don't own the fucking jail. That is a dumb-ass bitch. You are a stupid bitch. She's gang-stalking me with the one grievance. I don't know, she might have got back with the very first grievance. And she, I don't know, maybe it was the second one. I think she got back on 2 of them. But then I wrote the entire competency on one and she stopped giving me grievances. The above and beyond. And she's gang stalking me. She's like, yeah, I watch your videos. You're highly intelligent, talking about complex subjects. Her nurse said I acted like a dumbass because they were fucking, they wouldn't leave me alone. Every night they asked me, are you going to kill, are you homicidal or suicidal? Homicidal or suicidal? I'm in here because you think I don't know what guilty and not guilty mean. So I said, I can't read. And Nikki says, Heather, we both know you're not incompetent. I saw her like, oh. I said, oh, you just said it. You just said it out loud, which I know you all are thinking it, and nobody's doing a fucking thing. You're just gonna, and they're enjoying it. They're all black there. They had so much fun. You give these black women, ugly ass coons, power over a white woman, and they turn demonic. They turn demonic. They think their shit don't stink. Officer Tucker even made fun of me because she walked in right after I pooped, and she's like, oh, you stink. And I was like, lean a little closer. You act like your shit don't stink. Tucker? I hand wrote. I was sending it all to admin, to the ward and assistant warden, because I thought, okay, you're the boss. I was getting no help there. And so I started to send it to everybody. Pages and pages written over and over and over again. If I would have had a computer, I could have wrote it all on a computer. I typed it all on a computer and sent it out to everyone. And I had 6 feet of paper. Synchronicity. They stole it. That's a national fucking... That's like stealing the Declaration of Independence. It's worse. I've called Masonic lodges. I've called the Secret Service. Anybody found Q yet? Why doesn't the federal government or the fake news want to talk to the real Q? You put that QAnon shaman. I'm a shaman. An actual shaman. I go on shamanic journeys and get downloads through my crown chakra via neutrino beam. I listen to frequencies for alien contact. I'm the QAnon shaman, and you put that motherfucker all over the news while ignoring me. You can clearly see that you only care about it if it's part of Trump's MAGA QAnon agenda. Oh, it's not QAnon, or it's not Donald Trump exposing pedophilia, then we don't care about QAnon. That's literally what the Anons did to me. Oh, it's not Donald Trump. Never mind. Nirvana? Never mind. I died and I went to Nirvana. They're doing some kind of a distorted perception of me. So, actually, I took it as an insult, and when a targeted individual, I'm all over the targeted individuals, and they even erase my comments in targeted individuals. Some of them won't post any of my videos, and then they have gang stalkers in there. Well, I misunderstood. I posted on somebody that said that they're tired of this. Okay? So, I posted on it, and I understood the post. But then I Googled myself, and they have this one post saying, I'm tired of this. And then underneath of it, it says, Heather Glorioso, who's calling you incompetent? On this other targeted individual's post, but underneath of it, Heather Glorioso, who's calling you incompetent? 2 fucking counties is calling me incompetent. And who the fuck are you? Why did you take that post and, like, give it some... It looks like Google did it. And, like, you gave it some kind of distorted perception to make it look like, to kind of say... shut up, Heather. I'm like, oh my God, you're so fucking stupid. I Google I say, Google, Heather Gloriosa, and they bring up my YouTube channels. So I say, Google, Q Rock and Roll Space Witch. We don't have any information about this. I like, Google, I post all the time about simulation theory on Q Rock and Roll Space Witch. There is no such thing as Q Rock and Roll Space Witch. I'm like, well, see, you don't know it all. You're only as smart as whoever's programming the information into you. And who is that? Who are you? Who is the first person to stand up and declare an expert that they're an expert, or that they could declare somebody else as an expert in anything? That's what I'm doing right now. I'm a fucking expert in simulated multiverse, Freemasonry, occult symbolism, synchronicity, the law of attraction. You don't understand. This is spiritual murder. I've already died, and I think it's like, give me another quarter. I keep coming back into this game. So they figured, oh, we can't kill her, so let's just target her for the rest of her life. And they're using my family. My family's in on it. I promise you are. You're gonna see my family as the most evil family ever. I mean, at least somebody who went and murdered her whole family, Tim Stewart, QAnon. Tim Stewart bought my house on Greystone Road. I called the lodge. I jump around. I called the lodge, and the last, in Hunt Valley, The phone number's 316 Van Halen, and the last four digits is like 1960, 9160, I think. So 19601 was my address on Greystone Road. Their email for the lodge is GL Ballroom. GL is my name. Glorioso. GL is 712 in Gematria. 712 future. Future trim. This is too easy for me now. Trimpers Rides here in Ocean City, Maryland. I do occult symbolism all over Ocean City. I'm the reason you have the Space Witch parade. And I'm being targeted. I'm sitting there telling them, hey, I'm the Q Rock and Roll Space Witch. I'm Jesus H. Christ, and I watch Mayor Rick Meehan at the Christmas parade. I was like, you don't understand how fucking stupid you look. I literally died to give you this information. How was your Christmas? Did you all enjoy your Christmas? This was my Christmas. So this is my 6th Christmas alone. Heart and Heather have the same letters, and Earth. It's clearly defamation of character. They're trying to ruin my reputation so nobody will believe me. Like, don't even, because I don't want you to hear this, because it's like, eyes wide open. So they're just like, look at her record, she's crazy, she has mental illness. They even, Aberdeen Cage the Elephant, their fucking Hunter Biden messages are posted on their Twitter right before they unlawfully arrested me. This has been 6 fucking years. Do you understand the punitive damages? You can't just, because the Masons have their fucking hands in everybody's pockets. This is not, it's going to come back to bite you. I've been underestimated since day one. I'm harassed at Walmart, the DMV. Even when I go get my hair done, I can tell, I think they mess it up on purpose. Like, yeah, it's done, but like even this, I spent a lot of money on this. At first, all of this was blended, and it's like totally, you can tell that it's extensions. I got extensions. Just because. $2,500. Incompetent. Because I'm a Q and influencer, and to look a little bit more professional. So I went back and I got it. She did more highlights, and when I went, I was like, I want highlights and lowlights. The time before that, they bleached it, and it looked like burnt hair. It kind of looks a little burnt now. Burnt hair, Elon Musk. And then the time before that, they did the same thing. So everywhere I go, I never get what I want anymore. It's like I used to get my hair all the time, and I used to love it. $300, you should love your hair. Not anymore. Everything, they make everything so fucking difficult for me. They're wrecking my finances. That's what they're trying to do. Like, even my husband's like, you're going to be broke soon. I literally send him messages and teaching him the secret teachings of the universe. And I get no reply at all. I send him a topless photo, and he's like, ooh, nice tits. Do you see? Titties and beer, titties and beer. He's a fucking alcoholic. You are a dumb fuck. This is spiritual warfare. They do it in the shadows. Look at what they've done to me. They falsely locked me up for simply reporting the truth. And if that wasn't bad enough, and now I'm incompetent because they don't take, because they're psychologically lazy and they don't take the time. I'm not the only one talking, Dr. Chappelle, about simulated multiverse. The whole Rick and Morty show is about simulated multiverse. Brick and mortar? Freemasons? Just another dumb coon who has way too much power. So she had the power. I aced the competency test, but because she has that power with that signature, she can just say or do whatever she wants. And then I have to prove that I was telling the truth and she's the liar. So I'm doing that with the Department of Health. Maryland Department of Health. Dr. Chappelle, I'm rich, biatch. Her second competency, and everybody should know this, because I sent her a letter. And even in the second, I told her I'm going to sue her, and I told her that she looks like Mike Tyson's left nut. So she doesn't like me. So she shouldn't even have been allowed to do that second one. That's a conflict of interest because she's biased. So right there, it wasn't even a competency test. They sent me back to have another competency test right after I proved I was competent. Another 6 months. So another 4 months just sitting, waiting to get back into the ward, where I was the fastest person to ever prove competency. Immediately upon arrival, I said, give me a pen and paper. I went to the camera, the same thing I was doing in jail. And I wrote my Sandman Law. And I wrote like 99 terms. All of the competency questions and answers. And stuff they don't teach you in the ward. And I wrote the time and the date. Nothing. How can you even claim that you restored competency to a person that, for one, what is your Dr. Grant incompetent? Because I loved her. I thought she was delightful. She says, do you teach competency? She was the nicest lady. And so was Dr. Rodriguez. She opined me competent twice. The judge, she opined me competent. And the judge's like, no, I want her to have another one. So this is like the 7th competency test. I'm like, what? The 7th one, back to back. As if it's the exact same answers. I can't even answer it fucking differently. Judge Coates, you're fucking done. Everybody in jail, I could tell because of what's happening to me. Everybody in jail says she's so harsh and this. I was like, oh, you target people. I know you target people. She got offended because I wrote a poem, and I said if I wrote the competency in a poem form, but then I added a couple other things, and I said, if Judge Coates even tries to tell me to shush, she's going to have to learn to walk with my boot in her puss.